Hello everyone, it's Ben from Holt Creek Jerseys. We're getting into late July. Summer is upon us. We've had a lot of rain. We had 2.5 inches last week. A lot of our low ground is still kind of flooded. So we've got the dairy cows over on some high ground pastures that are still close enough to the dairy parlor to walk them back and forth. So I was just going to show you a little bit about the pasture that we have and the diversity we're working with in our plant species that our dairy cows are grazing. So here's the pasture that our cows are grazing. Right there's the gate they'll come in. I mowed around these bales and put up a fence for their first paddock break. These bales are from 2024. We don't put up our own hay anymore. We have that done custom on shares. So if we need the hay, we'll buy out the operator's shares for what he put up, and then if we don't need it, we'll let him take his percentage in return for putting up our hay. But anyway, our predominant cool season grass is smooth brome, and we've got quite a bit of that in here, but we've also got some other plant diversity. We've got some licorice, we've got some gumweed that'll put on a yellow flower. We've got some wild hemp that you see here. We've got this purple flower stuff is called Rocky Mountain bee plant. It's aptly named. It's really good for pollinators. You can see there's some ants crawling on it too. But when that matures, it puts out little, they almost look like miniature green beans or miniature peas pods that the wild birds, especially mourning dove and turkeys, really love those bean pods seeds from the Rocky Mountain bee plant. The cows kind of nibble at it, but they don't really eat it. So when they come through this pasture, I'm expecting that a lot of these pollinator plants will be left behind, which will be good as we go into the summer. Here's some Rocky Mountain bee plant showing the seeds that they put out. Like I said, they're kind of like little green bean pods or pea pods. There's a bee right there. They love this stuff. It's excellent pollinator habitat, excellent wild bird habitat. This Rocky Mountain bee plant, as well as the hemp, is a big reason why we have such high populations of game birds like wild turkeys and mourning doves. So we're able to have quite a bit of hunting opportunities because of these plants. But also kind of a pollinator friendly type of deal here. There's also a little bit of what people might call pigweed in here. The cows will eat that. We'll see if they'll eat it at this stage. It's getting tall. But this gum plant, they will eat that sometimes. They don't really like it. Not sure how I feel about it. This hasn't flowered yet, so it's possible that after the cows come through here, depending on what everything looks like, I might clip this paddock, or I might just leave it. It got clipped last year before we put the hay in here. I ran the cows through and grazed it, and clipped it after they grazed it, and then we put the hay in here. So it has been clipped recently. For some of our high rotation, high energy, high quality dairy cow pastures, we will clip usually once every 3 to 5 years, just to kind of keep them smooth, because we do quite a bit of selective grazing with the dairy cows. We don't push them too hard to clean up. So like here's a paddock that I recently clipped. I didn't clip the whole thing. I left the low ground because that's predominantly our desired grass forage, but up here there was a lot of weeds and stuff, so we clipped that out. So we'll see what this looks like after the cows come through. Thanks for watching.